Now that's what I'm talking about. Liverpool won, Real Madrid a big fat 0. Our second clean sheet slot special. Things are suddenly looking a lot better. I'm going to be talking all about the performance, key players, Trent of course, and I'll be looking back at our goal and dissecting it on the patented fucking yes scale. So normally when Liverpool play Real Madrid or there's this fixture coming up, it doesn't need anything else because to me, I think I hate Real Madrid more. I was going to say, I definitely hate them more than Man City. Do I hate them more than Arsenal? Probably not. Only because I keep seeing Arsenal all the time. But in terms of Real Madrid, I can't emphasise how much I dislike this team and its key players. Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, all these pricks. So there doesn't need to be any extra fuel added. But now with the added narrative of Trent returning to Liverpool, oh man. So first of all, obviously his mural got defaced in Liverpool. You know, we knew he wasn't going to get a hero's welcome back, but he comes out on the pitch, starts warming up, the fans all boo him. And I seen some stuff online where it was like, and fans are booing and he's just laughing. I'm like, well, yeah. What's he going to be like, one of these wrestlers like, shut up. And look, he wasn't going to start, was he? But I was really hoping that he'd get some minutes just to see what happens. And he did, so we'll talk about that later. But let's start from the very beginning. First of all, Florian Wirtz. You like that pronunciation? I've been working on it. On the left, absolutely sensational. And if you don't mind me saying Big Arne, and I know you won't, I know you're watching. If I may, can we just keep Robertson and Wirtz on the left and Bradley and Salah on the right? Well, jeez, I even had to fucking hesitate there. Jesus Christ. And I think we might have found our balance. Is it a coincidence that Robertson's been playing the last 2 games at left back and we haven't conceded a goal and kept clean sheets? It's not for me to say. But huge fan of the lineup. Love seeing like a midfield of... Big fan of the lineup, is what I'm trying to say. But when we have a midfield of McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and Wirtz, all the best. And I was kind of thinking when the match started, I was seeing Trent sitting there on the bench, just, you know, doing the moody thing, or just being moody. And, you know, like the fans singing, "You'll Never Walk Alone." And I'm just thinking, like, I wonder if a part of him is sitting there. Look, this is obviously like Liverpool fan thinks Trent is missing Liverpool. But I wonder if he is just kind of sitting there and being like, I might have made a mistake. Because obviously Anfield's special, and obviously I'm going to say that and you're going to say that, but it is. I don't know if he's going to get the same level of warmth and reception that he ever got at Liverpool at Real Madrid, especially if he keeps turning in performances like last night. But however, I just kind of think, I think you've made a huge mistake because, you know, he was shaping up to be future captain of a team that just won the title, but and not just any team, your city, your boyhood club. But of course, he's entitled to go wherever he wants. And I didn't necessarily begrudge him leaving. I think it's a dumb move, but I didn't begrudge it. But the way he left, I wasn't a fan of. But he's every right to go and try and make something at Real Madrid. How's that working out for you? I know, we'll get to that a bit more. But as the match kicked off, literally within the first 5 to 7 minutes, I was like, oh, they're just going to be a bunch of big diving bastards, and this European ref, like all Champions League refs, it's just going to fall for every time. I was like, fuck's sake, already getting annoyed. But the ref was a bit weird, wasn't he? Like, he kept getting in the way of everyone. Gave a free kick to us for a handball, and we would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky kids in VAR land. So he gives a free kick because it's handball, and he's right next to it, by the way. Like, yeah, that's handball. And then he's called to the monitor. You would assume it's not a clear and obvious error because it does hit the hand, so it's up to the ref's discretion. So it's like, great, he's going to see if it's going to be a possible penalty. And I'm watching him look at the close-up of it hit the near hand. I was like, he's not going to give it at all. And that is what happened. And look, to be fair, if it was against us, like, I'd be seething if we conceded a penalty off that. Even though it was the right call, he kind of stumbled his way into it because it was like he just got a free shot of redemption. Like, oh, actually, I made a mistake there. Sorry, forget what you're telling me there. I've made a mistake. So it was no free, which was fine. Didn't need it in the end. But we played really well. And if it wasn't for that big tree that they have in goal, honestly, it could have been 3 or 4-0. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, first of all, look, Courtois is obviously class, and he made some incredible saves, most of them from Szoboszlai. A lot of them were right at him, though. If I'm just going to split hairs here. You know, you'd expect him to save... What did he make, like 19 saves? You'd expect him to save at least 16 of those. You know, Alisson would have saved them. But it was starting to look like it's going to be one of those poxy nights again. Flashbacks of the Champions League final, which I think could be my most depressing game of football that I've ever seen. You know, in terms of how it made me feel after it, during it, before it even. And so I hate being reminded of that night. Actually, funny enough, I seen something online that said Liverpool have never beaten Real Madrid with Trent in our team. So you're getting flashbacks of this night, like Van Dijk, Ekitike, a bunch of Szoboszlai shots, until Alexis McAllister, you son of a bitch. So let's break down this McAllister goal. First of all, the ball from Szoboszlai yet again. I love that cross that he does where it's like a little golf chip or something. I don't know golf, but you know, where he just kind of just almost stabs at it, but it has this really good spin on it. And straight to the smallest man on the pitch, Alexis McAllister. And the power that he gets, that little head of his, that's where the satisfaction is for me. Look, the cross is obviously great, but the power in that header, obviously helped by the cross. It was the ultimate, like, yeah, pick that one out. Root that one out, you big tree. I get it. Leaf it out. and you know what? I like the fact that it was right down the pipe on Courtois, where it's another one of those like, you should have saved that. You didn't save that one, did you? And literally, as the goal's going in, I'm putting one of my kids to bed. I switched to the laptop as I'm taking it to bed. So I have it on the table as I'm putting her to bed. And I was kind of thinking when I was going with it, I was like, should I just put this down for a second and, put my kid to bed and give her the full attention? Thank fuck I didn't. But where does it rank? On the patented fucking yes scale. You got the cross. You got McAllister. The fact that it's Real Madrid. The fact that we finally broke the deadlock. The fact that Jude Bellingham is the one who gave away the free kick in the first place on Gravenberg. That also filled me with some satisfaction. Breaking that Real hoodoo and thinking it's going to be another one of these nights, like this impossible team to beat, even though we beat them last year, of course. But you're just like this is going to be one of these incredibly frustrating nights, until it wasn't. So where does it rank on the patented fucking yes scale? That's a 10. Well done, Alexis. Welcome to the fucking yes tensman club, Alexis. You're in good company. It's mostly Darwin Núñez is here, but he's waiting for you. And then the cameraman going straight to Trent's face. Then Trent came on, and I'll be honest, didn't do a single thing right. I can tell that because obviously people boo Trent as soon as he gets the ball, and then whenever he messed up, everyone's like, "Oi!" How nice to be on that side and not being like, "Fuck's sake, Trent!" But I mean, what a miserable return. You have your mural defaced in your own city. It's raining all day. Don't know why that matters, but it won't help. You personally return to Anfield, you get booed the fuck out of it, and then you play shit. And how ironic that by comparison, our new right back, Connor fucking Bradley, puts in yet another 10 out of 10 performance. I mean, he was loving it. Like, forget about the big bad Real Madrid. He's fucking smirking. He's honestly he was flexing a little bit even. There was a swagger about him. I'm starting to think he is our kryptonite to Real Madrid's superpowers, you know? Because, man, look, I'm trying to cut down on the amount of times I say mug because I watched back on a video and I said it about 72 times. But I can safely say that he absolutely mugged Vinicius Jr. You know Vinicius Jr., one of the good guys. And if I may say, I've seen a lot of universally accepted opinions online, Twitter, again, weirdly. Everyone just accepting earlier this year that, not everyone of course, but you know, idiots, that I was like, Connor Bradley's not good enough to play for this team. And I was like, And they were throwing Endo in the mix as well, which I didn't appreciate. But the main thing was about like Conor Bradley is not good enough to start a right back for Liverpool FC. And I was like, what? Like, since when? And everyone was like, yeah, totally. We need a new, we need... Blah, blah, blah. Dare you? First of all, it's Conor fucking Bradley. Say his name right. Give me Bradley on the right. Give me Robertson on the left for now. And I'll be happy. But I just love him so much. He's always looking to do something. He's got energy. It's like every minute is the first minute, energy-wise. He's just always running, always looking for the give and go. Can beat people. He can pick out a pass as well. And great link up with Salah on the right, overlapping, underlapping, all this stuff. I was like, oh my God. Also, if I may say, I love the Wirtz and Ekitike partnership. I would like to see a lot more of that, please. Thank you. Wirtz played absolutely unreal as well. And I mean, he honestly should have about 5 assists and 3 goals. He's had about 3 shots that have just been like literally a centimetre the wrong side of the post. Great, perfect pass to Szoboszlai for that one-on-one. Unfortunately, there was a redwood in his way. But especially, and actually, the Ekitike Wirtz Szoboszlai partnership is also something that I'm very excited about. In fact, Szoboszlai kind of partners with everyone because he's just everywhere all the time.
Where'd he go? Over here, my friends. Or is it over here?
Marmadashvili barely had anything to do. One thing he did do, because this was after Courtois' like 4th incredible save, and then Real Madrid have a chance right against us. I'm like, if they score with their first attempt, but it hit Marmadashvili's, like, it was kind of lucky because Marmadashvili's feet were planted. It kind of just hit one of his planted legs. Fine. That's fine by me. And that's pretty much all he had to do all game. Against Real Madrid. Also, Federica Chiesa come on and did this. So that's a 10 out of 10 right there. And it was just a really solid performance. All of these crisis meetings and team talks and all this sort of stuff. And we've come back now. And you know what, Big Arnott? When you played that crazy team in the Carabao Cup, I was like, you better fucking win now. And not only did he win, but the team put in a great performance against Villa, kept a clean sheet. Then they play Real Madrid, another great performance, kept a clean sheet, another win. I was like, you know what? I should have never doubted you. But man, I feel alive. Yes, man. I'm going to be enjoying just so much. This is a fixture, especially when we win, that I will just enjoy basking so much in. The atmosphere as well was really good. Anfield sounded amazing. This feels good. This is the good feeling that I've been craving. Like Villa, it was like, fine, we should have won that. You know, we needed to win that. That was more of a relief for me. But this one is just a straight up fucking not right. And it was a real mix of teams because I have a bottle, not coffee, but I have a bottle and I'm feeding my baby for the last few minutes of the match. And it's just like this nice moment, and she's looking up at me, and then like 95th minute, the ref blows the whistle. I was like, "That's right, you fuck off." So maybe a bit too aggressive for children being around, but you know, I'm surrounded by them. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't. There's a bunch of links below if you want to help me out. You can buy merch. You could give us a tip. You could join the FPL league. We're at like 930 people. I'm trying to get it to over 1,000. So if you are playing FPL, just hit the link below. I'm like 500th. So, you know, no shame wherever you end up. Things are looking really, really good. Also, I didn't even mention Van Dijk absolutely owning Wayne Rooney in the post-match interview. But that's for another time, maybe. I will see you in a few days. And if I may say, on a personal note, up to fucking Reds.